what does that look like? And what's the next step for the Internet of Things? And you can really start asking those questions, not saying that it's going to give you the correct answers, but it's going to give you answers that will allow for you to think in such a way that you're going to start asking yourself more questions, and that's going to get you closer to the answer. And so this technology, the chat GPTs, the Bings, Facebook even as Meta, whatever, all those things have been fairly valuable because it allows me to almost have another person to bounce ideas off of that wants to hear what I have to say. Because, if you're not in the industry, some of this stuff kind of goes over your head if you're not a designer, or if you're not in product design, or if you're not, a software engineer. Like, these things, people don't care. And so it's great to have a technology, aka an artificial intelligence, that can converse with you and not get tired of thinking with you. And it's been so valuable. And so I want to just implore you to use these technologies out here, because everything is about a mindset. And if you can get yourself in the proper mindset, the thoughts and the solutions and the ideas will come. But the hardest part, at least in my experience, is getting in the proper mindset, or in the correct mindset, for the ideas to start flowing.
I agree. I agree. I think that's a healthy parallel to be in. Absolutely. And again, if for those, it's not too late to the party. AI is changing all the time. It's becoming more well-rounded, more holistic. And for those who have not jumped into the game, do it. I tell my students, I say, converse with, find a large language model that you like, whether it be ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, and converse with it to the point that it makes your family nervous. Like, talk to it, ask, who designed you? Where do you come from? Like, what kind of questions can I ask you? Like, I have this question. How else could I ask that question? Really have this discussion. It is not a search engine. It is a large language model, and it is fascinating. It's a fascinating place to be right now, and it's rapidly growing, and it's only going to get more enriching, or not. But I'm sure it will be.
Or not. Dun dun dun.
Right. I was waiting for Kamitha to jump in there, like, or they know the
I
conspiracy
could be
theory on
putting
that.
button on and off with the goal of mitigating the outside noises,
I think
hopefully.
that's fair. Well, all in all, I think that was a good discussion. And really being out there and being curious is what it comes down to. Being part of conversations that I think are outside of our perspective are very important. And allowing, taking the borders down in your mind, not living such a myopic world, and understanding our own biases that we hold, and tackling those down. And recognizing that we all have them, but we can do something about it. And I think understanding that as a whole is really what I think, to summarize the conversation we had today, is a really important thing, not just as a product designer or a UX researcher, but as a person as well. And it's definitely a good practice for us to reflect on. So I feel good about that. I feel good about that talk.